2 years after our original trip to Paris, my boyfriend and I went back for another convergence. This video is going to be a little shorter, and I'm just going to combine all 3 places that we went into one video. LVMH, the biggest company in Europe, has still not dropped fur, but this year we hyper-focused in on Berluti because obviously the strategy of focusing on the company as a whole is not working. Oh, and by the way that we took French Bee Airlines this year, not Norse, like 2 years ago. French Bee is also a budget airline, but they are based in France. We got to take a direct flight from the San Francisco airport to Paris, so that was super nice. My only qualm was on the way back, we had a free meal included in our ticket, and we couldn't make it vegan. You had to spend $30 extra in order to get a separate vegan meal, and they were gonna give you a non-vegan one regardless. So we had to tell them, don't make us a non-vegan meal. So that was my only qualm.
Esplanade de la Défense.
During the second day of the convergence, we were not allowed to use projected sound, which includes megaphones, of course. So here is where the banging on pots and pans whole thing started, in case you're wondering what's going on there. But because you can only legally protest in Paris with a permit from the police, we had to do what the police said, essentially. I don't know why the Paris police thought they needed this many police officers to be at this protest when we're already across the street, but yeah. Deal with us! You deal with us! This was the view of my walk when I had to take a bathroom break. I feel like I had a lot more appreciation coming back to Paris for its walkability and its train system and just everything. Oh, and we booked the tickets ahead of time this year, and we were able to go to the Louvre finally, which was really amazing. We walked around it for 4 hours, and we still didn't see everything, but it was an incredible experience. Very busy, very packed, but of course it will be. It's the biggest museum in the world. We, of course, had to see the Eiffel Tower again. We went with a friend who lives in Germany. I, of course, love taking the trains around Paris and to and from our Airbnb apartment. The Navigo pass was $37 US for a week, which is still pretty good. This was the morning of LVMH's annual shareholder meeting at the Louvre. The closest the permit allowed us to be this year was outside of the Louvre Hotel, so that's where we protested. Before coming back to France, I had been learning French for 11 months, so I really loved being around the language, and I tried to speak it in restaurants and butchered it and didn't know what the hell people were saying to me. But I really love French. I think it's the most beautiful European language. Come at me. But yeah, I really enjoyed learning it. Look, it says for your health, do one physical activity regularly.
Aucune idée, mais je fais confiance à la machine. Attends, Philippe, je te rappelle dans 5 minutes.
Et très très bon prix par rapport à mes précédentes assurances.
It's about time I talked about the food. We went back to Land and Monkeys, the one bakery, boulangerie, patisserie. Anyway, we went back there like countless times, literally lost count, love their baked goods so much. And we went to some new places. We went as an activist group to this one, I don't remember what kind, but some kind of Asian food place. It was super good. I made sure that we went back to Les Tontons Veg. Really love their sandwiches, and we went in the evening on like a Friday night, and it was like it was packed. Like we had to wait outside for a seat. It was like a really cool like evening vibe, good food. Got some donuts. We also went back to that one vegan grocery store. It's called Aujourd'hui Demon. Then we went back to the Eiffel Tower again and got some pretty good pics there. And I always wanted to see this like bridge, I thought it was, but it's actually like the bottom of where the trains go. That's in Inception, one of the best movies ever, by the way. So I got to walk there, and that was super cool. They filmed, multiple parts of Inception in Paris. And I didn't know there's a great view of the Eiffel Tower literally to the left-hand side, so. That evening, we went up to Montmartre, most American pronunciation of that. Anyway, we went up to Sacré-Cœur, still struggling, and it was good. It happened to be Good Friday, right when we were there, and they had an actual service, so that was cool. I mean, even though I hate religion, it was still cool. It's a beautiful building, lots of history. Anyway, we walked all the way down from Montmartre to Les Tontons Veg this evening. And it was a really good, a little Friday evening. Here's the train station. I cannot remember which one, but I think this is us going home to our little Airbnb apartment. That was our last protest of the convergence. Some activists went back to a Berludi later to do a disruption, though. It was a shorter convergence, but I think that was good for bringing out the numbers. After the 2019 fire, Notre Dame was finally reopened, so we got to see the inside, and it was literally beautiful. Like, look at all the detail on that stained glass. It was a really good memory. Then, of course, we had to see the Arc de Triomphe. I don't know how good that was. No. Tickets were sold out to go to the top, so I didn't get to go to the top. Same thing with the elevator of the Eiffel Tower. Should have booked that in advance, but didn't do that. At least I remember the Louvre. Yeah. So it was a good evening. Then we went to the La Défense area, which I like because it has skyscrapers, and we looked at the Arche. Arch. I'm becoming French. Moving there right now. Goodbye, America. Anyway, we walked around this area. I did not know you can see the Arc de Triomphe from the Arch. And then also on the opposite side of the Arc de Triomphe is Place de la Concorde. So like all those things were like built in a line where you can see each one from the other one. Anyway, that was super cool. Oh my god, these buildings were so ugly. Literally so ugh. Why are they designed that way? Something I forgot to talk about is how Paris upgraded their free public bathrooms for the 2024 Olympics, so they were much better quality than in 2023. Sometimes, though, they were still kind of nasty, but there was commonly a €1 restroom nearby. I found Toulouse to be worth the €1 with how clean and private the stalls were. The next morning, we made our way to Lyon, but I think I'm going to have to make Lyon and the French Alps be a separate video because my video editing app glitches out. I forgot about this, but it glitches out if I have too many stuff. I can't speak English. I have to speak French now. Just kidding. I can't speak French. Anyway, my app keeps glitching out, so I can't add too much into this video project, or all my text and audio segments will get scattered. So see you in the next video. I hope my audio recording wasn't too loud at times. I kind of have to record it with my earbuds microphone. So yeah, anyway, I love Paris. I love Europe. I love traveling. I really loved going back, and I love French, and I want to perfect French. So, and I love how I got to see Lyon and the Alps.